Hey guys, what is up? It is me again, Nintendo Console Gamer, and I'm bringing you guys another gameplay. And this gameplay sucks, okay? It sucks. It didn't suck. I did well, but it sucked. And you'll see why. I went on an 18 kill streak, and then I died. Too short of a reign of terror. And I'll let you see how it happened, but I could have prevented it. It was also a scumbag move by the other guy. So it sucked, basically. This gameplay could have been a reign of terror. It could have been so much better, but it's Scar USP, which was an accidental loadout, by the way. And then when I run out of ammo in both those guns, I switch over to the I don't switch. I pick up a spaz and a MP5. So yeah, you pretty much dominate the whole game, but immediately after I died, I mean the second time, because I died after I started out 1-1, then I went on an 18 streak, then I died twice, and then I got 5 more kills after that, so I ended up being 24-3. But as you can see, I already practically ran out of ammo with this gun. But either way, the topic is not the gameplay, because that would be a lot to talk about in a very long time. Well, okay, that wouldn't be very much to talk about in a very long time, if that made any sense at all. But either way, the topic is, I still want to get this whole thingy thing scheduled. Well, not scheduled, loosely scheduled. Master schedule clan battles. As in, yeah, week by week, if you know what I mean. I feel like I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this, but whatever. What I mean is, let's take an example. Flame has to play boss in this week or whatever. Yeah, okay, that was still not a great example. What I mean is, there needs to be a schedule going in, but not a super tight schedule like I was saying before, because that would never work. Because, yeah, no one would be able to make it, because a lot of clans are only 3-4 people. Unlike our clan, which has, I don't know how many. Trust me, I don't even know. All I know is it wasn't a lot, and now it is a lot. And yeah, so I really think it would be important, especially because the system is kind of a mess right now. Because, well, a lot of times stuff just doesn't happen. A lot of times they're like, I can't do this, or I can't do this now. Or, oh, what really makes me angry is when people when people don't say anything originally, and so we assume, oh yeah, well, they could probably make it, and then when it gets to the day of, a couple hours before, they say, oh, I can't make that, and it's like, are you joking? It's like, you could not have said this before. And I know stuff comes up, but I mean, just a little bit of advance notice, at least a day, not you know, hours you can count on one hand. That's not really acceptable. I mean, unless something crazy happens, like your mom gets a heart attack or something, or your grandpa dies, that would be understandable. But even then, I think it'd be a good idea to have backups ready. But either way, that's why I'm saying that wouldn't work, super tight scheduling, which is why I want loose-ish scheduling, based on a week. We plan it out all beforehand, and we'd have a schedule, and the clans would say, I can do this, or we can probably do this, or we can probably do that. And then we would have a schedule, and we say the week of July 14th to July 21st. HC and Flame have to play. Like, something like that. And then we get our heads together, all in our little clans, and we'd figure it out there, and then we'd come and we'd approach the other clan and we'd say what our availability is or was that week, and then whatever works for both clans, that's what we end up doing. We play, everyone's happy, and of course every now and then something's gonna come up, or there's not gonna be enough players, especially with the smaller clans, which only have 1 or maybe 0 backups, which is not good. Just gonna say that. It's not overall perhaps that healthy, although, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you don't have players, you don't have players. And some clans are very prestigious on how you get in, or who can get in, I guess would be a better way of putting it. But either way, every now and then something's gonna come up, and so there needs to be some way of rescheduling. Like, I don't know what that means, but I could probably think of that in the future. Probably. Like, okay, wait. I just had a little think come into my head. 1 second, I'm gonna pause this and come back, but you won't know the difference, so. Alright, I got it. Okay, so if you can't, if one of the clans can't make it to a particular week, then they either have to find a good time the next week, the clan who can't do it, they have to either find a good time the next week or the week after that, and if that fails, then the team who couldn't make it loses because they suck at scheduling or something. That's kind of harsh, but I don't know. I mean, this is all work in progress. I literally just took about 15 seconds to think that over. So, I mean, this is all work in progress type stuff, but I would just like to see it moving forward. And the main focus is that I'm still trying to move this. I'm still trying to get this to go forward. And as you can see there, I can barely aim at that guy because my crosshairs were so shaky. I think this is where it all goes wrong. But yeah, because this dude joins the game. I see him in here. Boom, flashbang, completely blinded. I have no idea where he is. I can't see a single thing. My radar's down, my lock-on's down, my everything is down for about 5 to 10 seconds. And so basically I'm toast and I die again for whatever reason, and then I get a few more kills, but I forgot where it was. Oh yeah, all this could be reworkable and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not in charge here. I'm really not, so I'd have to get permission from like everyone else and their mother in order to do something like this, and that was just like a lag death actually now that I look at it. But either way, I mean, I would have to get permission from almost every and all those clan leaders to like approve it going forward and stuff and all that disgusting stuff. And I don't know if that's gonna work since nobody agrees on anything, because Conduit 2 is a bunch of well, okay, no, never mind. Forget I said anything, but what I should have said, Conduit 2, a lot of the older clan leaders and people in general don't like to agree on stuff. They like to have it their way. They like to keep it the way that they would call tried and true, although true, that's kind of subjective because nothing ever happens. So yeah, I mean, yeah, well, I mean, and if I can't get the support of everybody, I'll just do it with whoever I can get the support for, because, you know, not everybody's going to be on your side, and so a lot of those people, I'm thinking of specific people, but I'm not going to name any names, I know some people already are probably not going to agree with it, but if I can get enough people to agree with it, we can just move on with those people and forget about the others, because, well, who needs them anyway if they don't want just do what we want. But I mean, I haven't really consulted all, like, a lot of people overlook this, and that's why I'm making this commentary, because a lot of people overlook this in the random circuit and all the bans. First time I said anything about this on GameFAQs, everybody got caught up in bans and stuff. And then second time, everybody was like, oh, random circuit, but that was positive support, which was good. But this was actually the main thing, and almost everybody ignored it, so that's why I'm bringing it up now. So it needs some attention desperately. I hope you guys watched the whole video. If you did, you're pros, and I will see you guys later.